Okay, so we have all of these staff fundamentals. Now it's time to do the beginning level Jingmo Association staff set called Guanyongguan, or the shepherd staff. Okay, where we are going to begin this one is with the staff resting on your shoulder. I'm facing sideways just so you can see this position. I'm going to face away from you in a second. Okay, so we're just holding onto the staff with our right hand, and it's extending off of our shoulder. We're going to step in left, right. As we step with the left, we hook with the left, and then we step our feet together, stepping into the staff. And that's it. That's the opening movement. So I'm going to scoot back, and again, in a moment, I'll turn away, but for now, I'll stay this way. So step in left, right. And now from here, you're going to kick the staff. You're going to pick up your right foot and you're going to kick the staff slightly back to your 4 o'clock, put your feet together, and then light stance palm strike out. Okay, so let's try that again. We just stepped in, left, right. We have the staff kind of to our right corner. Pick up your right foot and heel kick the staff back. Left palm goes to chamber, you sink and you step out to your light stance and the palm shoots out of your chamber. Okay? And at this point, I'm going to turn away. Start again together. Step in left, right. Boom. Pick up your right foot, kick, and palm out. All right? Once you have that, we'll continue into the next section. But let's do that now, and if you need to, practice, you could practice this on your own. You're going to bring the staff up from underneath, and you're going to grab at the tricep, bicep with a palm up on the left. Lift up in front of you to a hanging stance, sink down to a horse stance, shift to arrow stance, and temple strike out. Okay? So again, from the light stance, we have the left foot in front, light stance, the left hand out. Lift up. You're going to pass the midline with the staff. The staff is going to lift up from underneath the midline, go up to hanging, to horse, to shift to arrow, and temple strike. Okay? Right from here, I'll scoot back a little bit. Right from here, we're going to lift the back leg to a hanging stance as we row down and block back to cat. So now we're facing in the direction that the form is going to travel on this row line in this direction. Okay? Let's tie that whole sequence together one more time, and then you can practice this on your own. Okay, start with the staff on your shoulder, step in, left, right. Kick, and palm strike out. Grab from underneath, elevate, shift, and strike out. The back leg comes up, row down, and block back to cat. Okay? An important point to remember here, anytime you do a rowing back or a drawback movement like this, we're going to go to 4 o'clock behind us, not 6 o'clock. If you pull this back quickly to 6 o'clock, bam, you're going to hit yourself in the back of the head every single time. Okay, so the angle of the staff goes down and to your backwards corner just past 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, right? And you won't ever hit your head. So keep that in mind. It's a little helpful tip to protect your brains as you practice the opening. Okay, so this constitutes the beginning or opening of the form. Again, just one more time. We have step, we have kick, palm, block, hit, and back to cat. Okay, good. Practice. Okay, so we just did the opening of the form, basically getting ourselves facing the row. Okay, everything up to that point was the opening, but now we're facing the line of that the form is going to now travel on. It's a pretty much perfectly linear set. So we are here. We're going to repeat the same block and strike to temple that we just did. So we're grabbing underneath. You can see that a little bit more clearly here. The open palm is grabbing underneath at the tricep bicep range, and we're blocking up, shifting to arrow, and striking. Now the second time we do that, that's right now, we block down and we hit out, and now we're going to pull the staff across the body and hug against the body, doing a butt strike with the right side, and then shift to arrow stance. And again, temple strike. Now you notice that this hand, the right hand, looks like a circle claw position. So as you strike, you turn the wrist outward at the point of striking. All right? One more move together. We're going to change our focus, lifting the staff up, steel stance away, block back to cat. Again, facing the direction of the row, okay, sideways. So let's tie that together again. Let's say from the beginning, we have block up, shift, arrow strike. Row, block back to cat. Grab from underneath, repeat. Block, shift, strike. Row again, now to arrow stance. Pull in, butt strike, temple strike, turn, steel stance, block down to cat. And this position here, just so you can see it, notice that the left hand looks like a hook hand, okay? It's just relaxed down. Don't shrug the shoulder, don't lift the elbow, relax it down kind of at the chest. And then the right hand is pointing out towards like the center line. On the right hand, make sure that you have the back of the thumb, the back of the hand on top. Okay, if you were to hit down, try this with your staff. If your grip is up and you hit the ground, it slips out of your grip. If you hit down and you have your hand turned over, you can strike down and you don't lose the weapon. Okay, so your hand should always support the strike. That's what we did on the twist strike right there when we turned the hand. And now as we yield back and turn, we have the same concept, holding a solid part of the hand opposite to the strike. Okay, practice that section. Good job. Okay, so let me do everything that we've done in the form up to this point facing you, a different starting position. And I'll kind of cue you in on some of the details that you can't really see as, you can't see me, okay? So we have the step in, that's easy. We have kick, and then again, left hand always goes through the palm. On your weapon sets, when your weapon is being controlled by the right, focus on your left, all right? It's hard for right-handed people to do, always just kind of focusing on the right hand. But this is where the clarity of the form and the whole body control really comes in, is controlling your left. So from here, this is my midline, straight down the middle. I'm gonna lift the staff, and you see the end of the staff is past my midline. So I'm blocking past my midline, and then I'm coming down. Okay, I'm coming down towards the hip, and this is, anytime you do a temple strike, I'm gonna scoot away so I don't hit that rack. Anytime that you do a temple strike, you're really punching in. So we go from the chamber into that punch. And then we have a rowing action, and then again, the palm comes from underneath, okay, from the chamber. Now, I'm facing this way. Here's my midline, my center line. I need to cross the center line again now, lifting up and back to horse, but I'm still looking that way because this is my row. I'm not going to turn to face forward again. I'm now facing the row. Shift and hit the row, block down, hit straight down. So here, the way that you're holding with your left hand is that it's supported against your lats, against the side of your body here. So it's not dangling and open where the end of the staff could flop around. It's supported against your torso. So when you pull into horse stance here, it's against your guts also. It's stable side to side. And then you have, again, turning and turn your grip, again, like a circle claw, all right? And then you have simply turn and down to cat, as we discussed previously. Okay, so some of those details you can see better now, always past your center line. Imagine that somebody is trying to do an overhead strike. They're trying to strike down and crack your skull open, and you're blocking that overhead strike off to the side, bam, and countering with your own temple strike. Does that make sense? So they're trying to hit here, boom, and you're blocking it out to the side and then coming across with a temple strike to the side of the head. That is the function of this initial block. So you have to move past your center line. All right? Good, practice that. Okay, so the next part of the staff form, Guanyang Guan, after we did the steel stance back to our guard position, ready cat stance with the hand on hook position at the chest. Next, we have a series of low blocks, all right? So if I'm doing this facing you, don't worry about following along at this point, just kind of watch. I'm gonna be blocking out towards my right and then I'm going to bring the staff around, I'm going to block out towards my left, and then I'm going to block out towards my right and overhead strike. So it's just right, left, right, overhead strike. I'm going to do this moving away from you so that we can do this together and have it make a little bit more sense. So here we go in a cat stance. We have our right foot in front. We have our right hand extended. The left hand is low. We're going to kind of steel step as we block down to the right. And we brought the staff all the way around, lifting the right hand up. Now we're going to, again, block and steel step to the left and bring the staff around. And then we have block down and hit down. All right, let's try that one more time. It's not that bad. From cat stance, we have block out 1, we have block out 2, we have block down and hit down. Okay, so now, try that maybe once or twice. Cat stance, right side in front, steel block 1, block 2, block over the top hit. Okay, that's it. Now there's a little bit more to it. That's the staff movement. Okay. We have block step 1, we have block step 2, we have block and jump. Jump, block, and over the head strike. All right, so the last movement has a jump. All right, we have our right foot in front, we go step 1, step 2, jump, land with the left in front. Not that bad. I'm going to again do this facing away from you, and I'll have to truncate a little bit. We have twist 1, we have twist 2, we have jump and block and over the head strike. Okay, and that's the next row of the form. So where did that come in? That was from hit, block, hit, turn to cat, block, block, jump, over the head strike. All right, good, practice.